everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Myra Lorraine. Thank you all for stopping in to watch my videos. I truly appreciate it. And for those of you new to my channel, this is a place where I actually get to show you all what I enjoy sewing. And if I can help someone along the way in their sewing journey, that's so much better. So let's get started. Okay, today's video is actually going to be more about the hubby than me. I am a part of the hashtag Sew Man Pants challenge, and it's hosted by the lovely Vivian Varble from Stitches and Seams with her co-host Elizabeth from Elizabeth Made This, Nateida from Natural Dane, and of course Karina from Lifting Pins and Needles. And there are 5 of us ambassadors out there as well, and I'll list all that information down below in the description box. I'm one of those 5 lovely ambassadors. So today's video is going to be about that challenge and what I sewed for my husband. So first up, you'll see here is this t-shirt here. It is the it's called the Jolly, I'm sorry about that, Jolly 2918, and it's a men's tee pattern. I'll post a picture up here so you can see a better picture of the t-shirt. This is my TNT for my husband. He's a really casual, relaxed man, and he likes relaxed clothes, especially when he's not at work. That's all he wants to wear. He doesn't want, you know, he just doesn't want anything restrictive. He likes everything very comfortable and casual. And since we live in Florida, he can wear t-shirts and shorts for a lot longer than he can when we used to live in the Midwest in Wisconsin. So, but this first one is a taupe color, kind of a light beige color, rayon spandex knit, which is his favorite material for his t-shirts. He loves that because he likes to drape. He doesn't like it real tight and fitted on him, so it just kind of drapes and hangs over his body. He loves that. Now with this one, I've done a couple of his t-shirts like this with different kinds of stitching, and I'll show you that I do on my cover stitch machine. Now this one has it, as you can see, there you go, on the side seam, as well as the hem. And he likes that style. I'm not sure, I did it once for him a very long time ago on a black and white, a black t-shirt, and I did white stitching, and he fell in love with it, so he likes it a lot. I do change the stitching up. I don't always put it in the same place. Sometimes I'll even cut the pattern and do color block, like if you were gonna color block it, I would cut the pattern. And I have one, he no longer has that one, he wore that one out. But I would cut the pattern actually across here, and then I would do a stitching across here, or you can do it around the sleeves. You know, there's so many options to do it that way. So this is the first t-shirt, and I will post pictures of him in the outfit when I show you the next piece to this outfit. Now the next piece, ooh, hold on a second. Okay, had to go and get it. Silly me, I thought I had everything right here. The next piece to this outfit was a pair of shorts, and this is gonna be his new TNT for the shorts because I only made these once, so this is a new pattern to me, a new pattern company too. But I made this pattern once before in a denim, and it's called the Wardrobe by Me men's cargo pants and shorts. And I will put a better picture up there so that you can actually see it. But when I made these shorts, and I'll put another picture up of the actual shorts I made before, they had cargo pockets on them. He really liked them. He loved them, and he actually picked out that denim. I called it a wearable toile or wearable muslin because I had just made that. Although I made 2 other pair for fitting, this one was still a wearable because I still wasn't quite sure. And there were a few changes that I had to make to these next 2 pair that I made. Now these aren't cargo, they're made from the same, but I didn't choose to put the cargo pocket on it because he wanted them a little bit, not dressy, but dressier than the cargo. So it's still in the casual range, but doesn't have the cargo on them. Now this first pair, I actually did in this light color and taupe color plaid. Let me zip that up so you can see it a little better. But I really like this fabric. Let me see, this fabric, as well as all of the fabrics that I am showing you in this collection, were actually purchased from a place called Fabric Selection. And I'll put that information here, as well as down in the description box. This is a new fabric company for me, and I saw it on somewhere on the internet. If I can remember where I saw it, I'll post that too, because I can't remember right now where I saw it. But I went ahead and I ordered quite a few fabrics just to test them out and see. Reasonable prices, very, very reasonable. Large collection of fabrics. I wasn't sure about the shipping, but it came relatively fast, and I wasn't sure about the quality of the fabrics. And some of the ones that I got were really nice quality, like this and this other one, and these that I'm about to show you. However, there was one piece in the pack that was questionable, and I still have to figure out if what happened there. So I don't want to discuss it here, but you know, for the most part, all of the fabrics that I got from this fabric store were really good. So this first up is this plaid. It's a white background with black and this beige color, which matches this nicely, taupe. And as you can see, I worked hard on this. It's just a plain straight, you know, with the slit pockets there. And then it also has, you know, the welt pockets in the back. And I worked hard in matching those stripes, plaids, not the stripes, but the plaids. Even on the side seam, same thing. I worked very, very hard in matching those for him. They look so nice on him, and he really does enjoy wearing this outfit. We took some shots, and I'll post some of those shots here while I'm talking to you about it. There were some changes that I made to the pattern after the first twirl of the denim shorts that I made. And some of the changes were, I actually had to go down a little bit more in the back seat, because he doesn't have any backside. So I had to go down in the backside a bit more. And the only other complaint that he had, and the pattern itself is wonderful. It's easy to do. I can do these shorts in a day. They were just no complications whatsoever. And I love the way they have you do the back welt pockets. I mean, it's so super easy. I think anybody could do this one. Not sure about a beginner, because a beginner, once you get the concept of what a welt pocket is, then yes, I would say you would just whiz through this, because welt pockets seems to be difficult for a lot of people. But the way Wardrobe by Me, this pattern company, does it for these pants, perfect. Love it. But the other changes that I made for him, and it wasn't so much a problem with the pattern, it was just his preference. And I understand it sometimes, because I like to throw my phone in my back pocket if I have jeans on, or you know, even in my front pocket. You know, you want to throw your phone and you want to have room. And we don't have the real big phones like a lot of people. We have the standard size iPhones, but still you want that room, and they were a little shallow for him. So what I did was I took the pattern pieces and I extended them. I extended this one about 3 inches, I think it was here. Now you'll see this extension. That was the preference for me too, because, and I'll show you why, because it didn't quite meet all the way. Let's see, here we go. It didn't quite meet all the way to the zipper for me. And I'm not sure if that's because I made some other changes or not. Let me flip this out. Now this one, I wanted to bind all, like I bound the edges of the pockets, but I wanted to bind the edge of this, and Myra forgot after she put the waistband on. It is serged, as you can see, but I would not, those of you who know me know I hate alterations. I do them only if it's absolutely 100% necessary. And so I wasn't about to take this apart, especially since he said it was okay. Nobody's gonna see it but him. Thank you, hubby. But anyways, that was the problem. They were, that extension didn't come all the way, and I wanted to make sure in the first pair, it worked okay. I was able to maneuver it, but I figured I wanted to change it and make it a little bit bigger. And the same thing with the back welt pocket. This is the pattern piece for the back welt pocket. You see the welt line here. What I did was extend that 3 inches so that when it was folded up, it was a lot deeper too. And that worked out perfect, because as soon as he put the pants on, the first thing he did was try the pockets, and he said, "You did it." He said, that's deep enough. That's exactly what I needed. So those were the only changes, and now as you can see, I made those changes to the pants. So I can actually do these pants whenever he's not here. I can actually just go ahead, as well as this t-shirt. I've done this t-shirt so many times that now when I'm going to make changes to design something different from this t-shirt block, I can make these pieces without him being here, and that's wonderful for me because it doesn't hold up the progress. So let's move on to the next one. Let's switch these around here. Now this next one here is a new pattern to me, and the reason why I selected this one is because my husband had a couple of polo shirts. He had a couple of Tommy Bahamas that were 3-button polo style too, and he really liked those styles, but finding them the way he likes them and the fabric he likes them in was starting to get hard, because one of the things that he found with his Ralph Lauren polo shirts were the collars didn't have a collar band. They just had the collar sewn into the actual shirt, which kind of lays down. And while it looks okay, he preferred more of the shirt type collar with a collar band. So I was looking, and I actually found a pattern. And again, it's another Jolly pattern. Thank you, Jolly. And I'm gonna tag you on this video so you know that. This pattern is Jolly pattern 3137, and it's a men's polo. It's this one. And I have to tell you, and I'll post a picture of their pattern up here too so you can see it a lot better. And I have to tell you, I'm really starting to like Jolly for my husband's things. This is the second that will be a def TNT for him, because this was a toile. Excuse me. This was a toile, but again, this fabric came from Fabric Selection. I think they call it by the yard fabric in their email address, but on their website it says Fabric Selection. But this fabric came from there, and it is a cotton spandex. Now that's not something that he normally likes, but for this toile, I figured I bought it because I love the color, and it's something he's never had in his, I believe, in his wardrobe. So that's what made me select it, because I love this. It's a new color for me that I'm really liking, and I said, well, maybe, you know, he'll like it too. Boy, was I right, because when I finished this, and let me tell you, this pattern went together super easy, just like the other Jolly patterns. They just do really well things, even with this button placket. I struggled with it only because I always struggle with it. It wasn't the pattern, it was me. But when you read the pattern and you pay attention to what they're telling you to do, this thing works out like a charm. It does. But anyways, what I did was, this is a cotton spandex net. It doesn't have a whole lot of stretch, but it definitely is a stretchy net. It has some good recovery too. So what I did was I put the pattern all together. I did make a couple of aesthetic changes for us. Like, I thought I was gonna have to shorten this, that it would be too long. Perfect, he loved it that way. The collar, I actually had a question. I posted this on my Instagram account, and I'll put my Instagram there. And someone saw it and asked me how I could, actually it was, I believe it was Karina from Lifting Pins and Needles. Hi, Karina. But she asked me, how did I get the knit to behave so properly with the collar and the collar band? And for me, that was an easy one, because I've actually done a knit top for myself, which I need to do another one. And I actually interface this like it's a woven. I don't use a stretch knit. And the reason is you want it to behave like this when you sew it together. If I had used like a tricot knit or something like that, it probably would have worked with that too, but it would have given me a little more stretch than I wanted in this area because I don't need it. And oh, it just looked really, really nice. The other change that I did was I narrowed this sleeve a little bit because he really doesn't like his sleeve to bell out too much. And I like the fact that they had a band on here because, as you notice on his t-shirt over here, I always put bands on his sweaters and things like that so that they come in a little bit more. You know, he doesn't have the python arms, so they don't stretch out like our sons do. They have those, but not my husband. So what I do is I love these bands for that reason, because they give him a good fit around the arm. And the other change that I did, well, the band wasn't a change. The band is exactly the way they have it in the pattern, and I really like it. So if I do another one, I'm going to use that same band, not the wider band that I use on the t-shirt. That one I did cut custom for that t-shirt. The other change, and I can't push it back, so I'll bring it up so you can see it. Let me take this off. And the other thing that I did that was a change for the pattern, it was just like I said, purely aesthetic, is the tail. Now the way they sew it, there is a slit in the side, but it's even. I actually did it about 2 inches, yeah, about 1.5 inches lower. Can you see that? Let me put my hand there. Yeah, 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches lower in the back than it is in the front. And he liked that style. He really, really liked that style. It turned out really, really nicely for him.
Sorry for the break in the video, but I almost forgot to share a tip with you. When I have extra buttons when I'm sewing my husband's shirts, I usually sew a button in the bottom of the side seam. That's it. Now back to the video.
And as you guys will notice here while I'm putting this back on my dress form, Miss Sally here, when I put these on my dress form the first time when I was making another t-shirt for my husband, he told me, he said, if you're going to put that on there with to take pictures, he said, do me a favor. He said, do not put it facing front so I have booby prints on my shirts. Not that that will happen, you know, they'll just drop out, but that's the way he said it. So I started putting the shirts on backwards on my dress form so that we won't have that problem for him. Now he'll be walking around with booby prints in the back of his shirt. No, I'm just kidding, it doesn't happen. But anyways, that's that shirt. It's the like I said, the Jolly 3137. It's a men's polo. Love, love, love this. Good job, Jolly. I love it, and he's going to have quite a few more. And this is another one where you can do different styles. You can change the button plackets, the collar placket. I mean, there's so many different things that you could do with this one, and I do plan on doing that in the future. This challenge has actually really helped me to enjoy the process of sewing for my husband. Who would have thought that? But I do. So, and lastly here, let's get this going, is the shorts that I made for this one. Same pattern, it's the same Wardrobe by Me, men's cargo we'll put up here. This fabric, again, came from Fabric Selection, and it is like the other one. I think it's a mix of, I should have got the content. And if I get the content, I'll put that down here. But I think it's a mix of polyester and cotton. It's a blend. One of the things I can say about this particular fabric and the other ones for the shorts, it raveled like crazy. So that's the reason why I had to bind it, or I had to serge it. I had to do something with those edges because it ravels a lot. But anyway, this is the brown color, and it has like a gold stripe going through it. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of a gold and beige look stripe. But I love, love, love these. Now the other one I put a button on. This one I put a snap. And the reason why is because inside of the waistband here, it was a lot of layers. And so it was really, really super thick. And I had a heck of a time sewing the buttonhole through that on this side. You know, trying to get the buttonhole through there. And I don't know on this one, the buttonhole. So I'm not sure why that is, and until I figure it out, I just put a snap on here, and he liked that better. He actually did. I wish I had put one of my brown snaps on it though, with the brown cap. And again, as you can see, I did match the stripes, plaids, both in the front and the back, as well as the sides too. Let's see if I can get up here so you can see it. As the sides, there you go. And on this one, I did the same thing. Sorry about that, my camera cut off on me, battery. But anyway, as I was saying, because it raveled so much, I bound, this time I remembered the waistband, the edges of the pockets, the waistband, both pockets. And as you can see, the length of those pockets are nice and long, really, really nice and long. He loves that, love, love, love it. And again, the welt pockets in the back, they went together really nicely. I mean, I just really love this. And I'll post pictures of my husband up here while I'm talking to you all in these shorts. These were so nice to work with. This pattern is so nice to work with for men's pants that for the cargo shorts, I'm actually going to use this as a TNT block for him. For slacks too, if we ever, like sometimes when we go on vacation and we have a formal dinner or something, if he decides that he wants to wear a regular shirt and a pair of slacks, I will actually use this to make slacks for him because they are so very nice. I mean, they just fit him really, really nice, especially, you know, not having a backside. You want that to look really good. You don't want too much fabric back there, so it looks kind of awkward, like maybe he's got a full diaper or something, I don't know. But it does work really well. I don't have any problems with this. So with that said, I think that's all about this particular pattern. I didn't have any issues with it. I love the patterns. I used 3 patterns for 4 pieces, and he loves it, and I will be making more. Now, as far as the hashtag #SewManPants challenge, I have one more item that I'm going to make for him for that challenge, and this one is going to be a surprise to him. He's not aware of this one. This one just popped up to me because I had posted this photo on my Instagram because I saw it and I thought, oh my God, not only did the guy look hot, that's all I can say, but the sweater, you know, I thought, my husband will probably, he always gravitates to black. He loves black sweaters. So I can't say anything because I did too. So I'm trying to incorporate him with more color as well as myself. And I thought, well, why can't he wear a print, some kind of print sweater? So I have to be careful because he's very picky about what colors he will and will not wear. And I do know the ones he won't wear. But I have an idea, and I think he's gonna really like this one, and I think you guys may like it too. So I'm gonna keep it for a little bit of mystery for you and a little surprise, but that's gonna be coming up next for my husband. So I wanted to all let you know that the ladies, I am, those of you who don't know, I am a co-host on this sewing show called, the live stream sewing show called That Sewing Blab. I'll put information up here. It's on crowdcast.io every Tuesday night at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And this Tuesday coming up, which is tomorrow, the 22nd, we're gonna have the host of the hashtag #SewManPants on. And they're gonna be talking about some of the pants and the things that they did. So it would be really nice if you guys could actually come on and actually see what these other ladies are doing out there. It is going to be a fabulous show. So I hope you can make it. I'll put all the link information down below. And that's it. That's all I have for you guys. And I hope you truly enjoyed what you saw here as far as me sewing my husband's things. I really appreciate you watching my videos again. And please give me a thumbs up and comment so I can read those comments. And if you have questions, leave those down there too. And if you want, no pressure, subscribe. And I hope you do want to. Bye now. See you in the next video.